Hi everybody and welcome back to another YouTube video. Thank you very much for coming to my channel and checking everything out. I do really appreciate all the support from everybody. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is going through my beginner's guide that I put out a week or so ago, and just kind of going through and explaining all my points and giving a little bit more detail to those maybe who are using the guide and have been asking me some questions, or maybe you're not too sure what I mean, and things like that. So we're going to go through the guide. Some people have told me it's not a guide. They've told me it's more of a top tips. Some people have told me it's not an infographic because there's no pictures. It's just useful information. That's all it is some useful information. Just to give a bit of background as well, I have started a beginner account recently from obviously the start, and it's just reached level 67. So this is where I got lots of this information from. It's things that not only I had learned that had changed, but also people in my alliance were asking. So a lot of this as well is going through really kind of common questions we were getting asked quite a lot, because we started a brand new alliance, brand new players, and worked our way up from the bottom. So let's go in. So it starts off with a couple of my top tips before we look at certain game modes. So as you can see here, so the first one is use resources wisely. It's okay to save. It's so tempting as a newer player to just upgrade as many characters as possible. You unlock so many so early on, and actually, you know, it is okay to save your resources. We are waiting for Deathpool to come in the next patch. She's absolutely one worth saving for, so that's what I'm currently doing. So you don't have to spend all your resources as soon as you get them. Don't upgrade every character you unlock. That kind of goes with the first point. It is okay to save and to wait, so don't worry about that. Don't focus on legendary straight away. Now this one I found because pretty much everybody in the alliance that I joined was working on Iron Man, was building Iron Man, was trying to build Nick Fury. They aren't, I mean, Iron Man isn't even really a legendary, really, is he? You know, they aren't very good. Nick Fury is so late game, and Kree minions are awful. Farming Kree minions isn't going to help you in the game. So a really good legendary to go for is Shuri and Invisible Woman, because they are done with the same team. But don't get too hung up on legendaries. There are other characters in the game that are better than legendaries that you'll be able to get. Do spend your cores on energy refreshes and not character shards. Again, a lot of early players ask where they should be spending their cores on. You should be doing at least the 50 refreshes every day, unless potentially you are saving up for a campaign event like Deathpool. And you should definitely not be buying 5 shards for 450 cores in the store. Please also don't buy orbs as well. They are also absolutely rubbish and terrible value for money. So spend it on your energy. Occasionally I'll do 100 as well, just to help me get along. Focus on getting a good raid and arena team early. Okay, this is what's going to help you the most, and this is going to help you be kind of the most proactive and successful in the game. I am currently using the same arena and raid team. So my main raid team, which can actually do all the way up until the 3rd boss node in U7, is the Infinity Sisters and Kestrel, and I'm using them in arena, holding top 100. It's nothing special, but this is just kind of my second account, and that helps. So whatever is the newest character out at the moment, the Secret Avengers, if you've managed to unlock Secret Avengers, absolutely get them up and have that team nice and early. You'll be able to play the game more, you'll be able to participate in your alliance more, you'll get more rewards. It's a really great focus. Read everything. Read character kits, read what you're supposed to be doing, read and understand how the game works. A lot of basic questions we get asked, early on questions, people are like, why does this happen this time but not this time? Why hasn't that happened? Why is this happening like this? Read character kits. There are so many characters that have kits that will only work in raids or only work in war specific, so you might not be used to seeing it. So just make sure you read characters kits carefully, especially the ones that you're going to be using early on as well. Make sure you know what they are doing, make sure they are worth investing. Donate to your alliance every day, so do your 10k donation every day. If you're in a full alliance and everybody donates, you will get that 10k gold refunded to you. And spend your Stark Tech on Stark Tech upgrades. There are 5 Stark Tech upgrades as well, so make sure you scroll down and get those bottom 2 that you might not see. This is going to improve your whole roster. It is a very long grind, it takes a very long time, but it does increase your team's power. Focus potentially on the ones that you are using more of. So if you have Kestrel, you might want to do, and Infinity Sisters, you might want to do Tech and Skill first and then Bio, but do use them on Stark Tech upgrades. Where are we next to? Log in every day for calendar rewards. This is something that I didn't actually do, and I kind of, when I forgot about that I had the account before I started playing it a bit more seriously, I missed out on unlocking Captain America. So there are lots of like login calendars when you hit certain levels and daily login calendars. So make sure you log in every day, even if you don't do anything because you're really busy and you're early on and you're not really hooked on the game. Just make sure you log in every day to get those daily rewards. And then finally, I've put here plan for the Gear 13 uniques early. And the main reason why I've put this on was because this was my biggest bottleneck for my main account when I was upgrading, and it still is a really big bottleneck for me. Now they have announced that they are going to be making these more widely available in the second half of the roadmap, so that's why I've put plan for them early. But find out what characters you want to take into Dark Dimension 2, which ones you're going to be upgrading your main arena team, and make sure you get those Gear 13 uniques because you need over 60 of them to get them up to Gear 15. So start planning for those nice and early. And then we'll come down and have a look at each of the sections. So we've got Arena and War. So don't waste Arena credits on orbs. They are so expensive. Start buying the characters. I actually started with the cheaper characters first. So I brought Mordo to 6 stars first. Then I did Deadpool to 5 stars. Now I'm working on Heimdall. So do how you wish, but don't waste it on the orbs. Arena and War credits are scarce, so do make smart choices. You can buy who you want. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody what to buy, what team to buy. You can get that advice because it's constantly changing. But don't go, spending all your credits because they are very scarce. Focus on war attack teams to gain more war credits. Again, it's just a way to help you get more currency in the game. There's so many key characters in the war store. And also just being able to attack in war and play the game mode will help you have more fun in the game and probably be more invested as an early player. And don't buy the blue or purple gear orbs from the war store. Again, a mistake that I made. I bought so many purple war orbs, and that's probably where my Gear 13 bottleneck came from. Moving on to ISOs. ISOs are an incredible addition, and they will help you with your teams and really help kind of get them that bit stronger, help you with campaigns. You are going to need a global team, so plan for that early. Wave 1 Avengers can work really well. Spend wisely, so you might find that you have an abundance of ISOs early on, especially once you unlock some of the awards and you get loads of those rewards through, but they will become scarce, so don't just put anything on anything. Again, do your research and use it wisely, and focus on your arena and raid team initially and then start branching out as well, and don't waste them. So be smart. It's okay to save some of those resources. And finally, on the top row here, moving on to the Dark Dimensions, do not worry about Dark Dimension 1. 6 yellow star is a nightmare. So focus on Dark Dimension 2 first. That will get you Ultron and lots of gear. Think about the characters that you might want to use in Dark Dimension 4 and Dark Dimension 3, maybe even Dark Dimension 5 if it's out by the time you're watching this video, and use those in Dark Dimension 2. So actually, even though you only need 5 characters for Dark Dimension 2, I have about 10 on my list that I might use, and it's going to be whoever gets there first, whoever I get the Gear 13 uniques for first, because I'm going to use them in Dark Dimension 3, so they're all going to get brought up eventually anyway. And don't rush. Don't just take somebody because they're cheap or because you have the resources. Plan resources carefully, because again, this is where one of the bottlenecks come from. We're then going to move down to red stars, and I appreciate my head's going to be in the way for a little bit of this one. So your red stars will unlock at level 42. Again, These are very scarce, very kind of big bottleneck in the game. So it says don't convert elite red star credits into promo credits. So when you go onto the section of the store where there's your elite 4s, 5s, 6s and 7s, you will have the opportunity to convert the credits that you use to open those orbs into silver promotion credits. Do not do that. Open the orbs. You're so much better opening the orbs. So please open the orbs. Don't waste your credits on random characters. So again, do a bit of research. Who's good? Who needs to be high red stars? Ask somebody. Get a bit of help with that and use them wisely on key characters. You can also potentially save up some red star orbs for featured characters. This is something that a lot of endgame players do. I do it on my main account, but because you're hardly going to have any red stars, that is actually okay to open some of them as you go. Moving on to Blitz. So Blitz has recently changed because of Sim Blitz. So you are in the beginner's Blitz bracket until level 60. It used to be 30 days, so this is actually really great for new players. And Blitz Sim does unlock at level 60. It is kind of bittersweet because you want to get to Blitz Sim because it makes life so much easier, but you do want to take advantage of the beginner's bracket. So utilize your save squads, utilize that beginner's bracket, and plan for when you're going to hit level 60. So I purposely stopped spending so much energy because I was almost going to hit level 60 before the Shatterstar Blitz, but I didn't, and then I was able to unlock Shatterstar. So do make the most of that beginner's Blitz bracket if you are able to. And then finally, the last section on here, we're going to have a look at raids. So get a main raid team that is useful past Alt 6. So as I said, I'm running the Infinity team with Kestrel. You can run Secret Avengers, and there are lots of good teams. I am personally leaning away from Wave 1 Avengers and Sinister 6 just because they're not great in Alt 7. So you really want something that is viable in Alt 7 because that's where you're going to be for a very long time until you're ready for Doom. Join an active alliance. Absolutely join a active alliance. Get yourself on Discord. Get yourself in an active alliance where at least 20 to 22 members are joining so that you can get the rewards. Most of your rewards and resources are gonna come from raids. This is the way the game is going. So get yourself in an active alliance and make sure you participate in raids. There's always 2 raids on at once. You have the Ultimus raids and then the Greek raids, which are Alpha, Beta or Gamma, so make sure you're joining those and participating, and you will get some raid credit, so some raid currency as well, and again spend that on the character orbs. So what I do is I stock up till I have about 20,000 raid credits, and then I'll open a whole bunch of raid orbs, and I'll save myself about 5,000 or 6,000 so that I can buy the characters in the store. So I'm kind of doing a little bit both of farming the characters and also buying them from the store, but it is so much more value for money and cheaper if you do open the orbs, but obviously you have that random luck of who you are going to get. So that is my beginner's guide, and thank you very much everybody for watching this video. If you have any other beginner top tips, then do let me know down in the comments below, or if you've got any questions, if you're a new player and you want to ask any questions or you want to know, again let me know down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you. If you do want to come and have a chat or ask me any questions, I am live on Twitch on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays, and you can come and ask me any questions whilst I am streaming, or you can join my Discord as well. But thank you very much everybody for watching, and if you have really enjoyed this video or you have found any of my content useful, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and it helps me keep making these videos. And thank you very much everybody for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.